Welcome, welcome to the Mind Fuck Podcast. Yay! Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for taking time out to hang out with me. I am uber grateful you're here. My name is Wonu Aleshe, and sometimes I do go by Amazing Soul. Welcome again to the Mind Fuck Podcast. FCK stands for fun, compassion, and kindness. And on the Mind Fuck Podcast, we essentially talk about nervous system regulation, building trust safely between your brain and your body, and also remembering parts of ourselves that we may have forgotten along our journey. We have like a mini tradition that we do on the show before we start the actual podcast. I have a list that I always read out, and the intention behind that list is to remind myself, but essentially also remind you on your journey. All right. Reminders to being human. Have fun along the journey. Show yourself compassion. Be kind to others. Being complex and being simple can hold true in the same breath. Stay curious. Hold space for pauses. Hold space for not knowing. Never underestimate the power of silence. Nature has a lot of wisdom. Pay attention. There is power in we than I. If nothing else makes sense, come back to love. Pain is our greatest teacher. And the very last one, never underestimate your ripple of existence. Yay! Welcome once again, my friend. Now let's get into the fun part of the show. All right. I want you to picture something simple. It's late at night. You're lying in your bed. The lights are off. You have your phone in your hand. And you told yourself, I'm just going to check one thing. Just one thing. But now it's been 20 minutes. You've checked your messages. You've refreshed your email. Maybe even opened Instagram. Maybe nothing even happened. And yet your mind is not quiet. Your mind is constantly looping. Your mind is replaying something from earlier on that happened in the day. Maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's a message, maybe something you said or did not say, and your body starts feeling it. It's not loud, it just feels tight. I mean, your chest starts to feel heavy, your jaw slightly clenched, you're breathing a bit shallow, right? And you're just lying in bed there thinking, why does my mind keep doing this? I want to talk to you about that exact moment today in the podcast. Not the big breakdowns, not the obvious overthinking, but the quiet loops that run in our minds, the ones that feel small, but they don't let you rest at night. Because this doesn't just happen at night, it shows up everywhere. It shows up when you send a text and the other person doesn't reply right away. And suddenly your mind goes, oh my God, did I say something wrong? Oh my God, are they upset with me? Oh my God, should I send another message? Or when you're driving, your mind starts to replay conversation from earlier on. You think of better things you could have said or things you wish you did not say, right? And the moment keeps looping in your brain over and over, even though that moment is already over. And or when you're about to start something important, you literally sit down, open your laptop, and instead of starting that task, your mind starts circling, right? You start telling yourself, what if I mess this up? What if it's not good enough? Okay. What if I'm behind? And somehow you don't begin that task. So if this is happening to you, my friend, I want to tell you right now, there is nothing wrong with you. Your mind is not broken. Your mind is actually trying to help you, just in a way that doesn't always feel helpful, right? Here's what I started to notice in my own life. And it took me a while to actually see this. My mind doesn't just loop randomly. My mind loops when my body doesn't feel safe. Not danger like something is literally chasing you. I mean, like subtle things like uncertainty, waiting, not knowing, feeling exposed, right? I remember a very specific moment in my own life. I had just sent a message to someone I really cared about. Nothing dramatic, just a normal text message. And then they did not reply. I mean, 30 minutes passed, an hour passed, 3 hours passed, and I could feel my body starting to change in real time. My chest started to get tight. My stomach felt uneasy. My breathing got shallow, right? And my mind, it went into full loop mode. The thoughts that were running my mind was, okay, maybe they're ignoring me. Maybe I said the wrong thing. Maybe they don't even care about me. And the interesting part was this. The situation had not changed. Only my body responding to that in real time had. That's when I started to understand something simple. Your mind follows your body. It's not the other way around. Your mind follows your body. And we're often told, change your thoughts, think positive, reframe it, right? That's what we're often told. But in that moment, no thought felt believable because my body then already felt something that my mind was trying to match it, right? So instead of trying to fix the thoughts, right, I started paying attention to my body. Very small things, nothing dramatic. The little things, poquito in Spanish. Little things like just noticing, right? Okay, my chest feels tight right now. Okay. Not trying to fix the sensation, not trying to calm myself down, just being aware, noticing it. And I remember I will sit there maybe 60 seconds, maybe even 90 seconds, just feeling that sensation happening in my body in real time. And something subtle started to happen. The loop started to soften. It did not disappear, no. It started to loosen its grip. I didn't feel amazing, no, but I felt more present. And that's the part most people skip. We try to jump from overwhelmed to calm. No, but your body doesn't work like that. Your body moves in small steps. That's how the body works. I want to show you another moment, right? It's early in the morning, your alarm goes off, you reach for your phone. Before you even get out of bed, your mind starts, and your mind is saying, damn, I didn't sleep enough last night. Damn, today's actually going to be a lot. Before your feet even touches the ground. And your body already feels that. Your body actually feels heavy. Your body feels slow and probably maybe a little tight, right? Most people try to fight that feeling and tell themselves, let me think positive. Let me push through. But what if instead of doing that, you pause for a second and just feel your feet on the ground for a few seconds? Literally. I mean, feet touching the floor. No rush. What if? And you just look around your room for a few seconds like you've never seen that room before. Just become aware of the things in your room. That small moment, my friend, ooh, that small moment signals to your body, I'm here. I'm safe enough right now. That small moment. And your mind starts to slow down. Not because you forced your mind to slow down, but because your body shifted first. Do you see, my friend? Awareness is key on this journey. And I learned this the hard way on my journey, on my journey, because especially after I got out of the military, my body was so used to being on, always alert, hypervigilant, always scanning, always preparing, right? Always bracing. Even when nothing was physically happening in my environment. My system years ago did not know how to be still. So what my mind automatically did was create loops, constantly thinking about the past, predicting the future that wasn't even here, and trying to control something out of my control. And I thought back then the solution was, one, you need to fix your thinking. That's what I thought. I tried that, but that never worked because my body was still in that state. Do you see, my friend? What actually started helping me, right, was the smallest things, ordinary moments, like laying flat on the floor, literally laying flat on the floor, just lying down there on the floor, letting my body feel supported with the ground. Those moments helped me. At first, when I started this, I'm going to be honest, it felt uncomfortable, almost like, why am I doing this? But after a few minutes of just laying down there on the floor, right, my shoulders would drop. My breath would deepen. And I didn't think my way there. No, my body took me to that moment. That's when it clicked for me. Your mind goes in circles. When your body is trying to process something it has not finished yet. And the way out of that is not thinking harder. No. It's not thinking more positive. It's feeling more, but in a way that feels safe to your body. Let me share with you another example. You're about to walk into a room. It might be a meeting, an event, maybe even a social gathering, right? And before you open the door, your mind starts. Uh, what if it's awkward? What if I don't know what to say? What if I don't belong here? And your body immediately, there's a tight chest. Your breath becomes shallow. Your shoulders feel slightly raised. Now, your mind starts looping faster. Before you pause, But if you decide to pause just for a second before you walk into that meeting or that social gathering, and you take one slow breath, not forced, just a little slower than before, and you feel your feet again, that small shift, my friend, changes your entire experience. That small shift. Not perfectly, but just enough that your body starts to feel safe in the moment. I mean, you walk in and you're a little more present. You're a little less in your head and more in your heart space. That's how the loop breaks over time. Not all at once, but in small micro moments. Now, here's it. I want to be honest with you, my friend. On my journey, I still have moments where my mind loops. I still have nights where I'm lying in bed, replaying things that happened during the day. But now, I don't fight it the same way. No, no, no. Now, what I do is I become aware, I notice it, and I tell myself, okay, something in my body feels very active right now. And instead of trying to escape that feeling, I stay with it. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it takes time, I stay with that feeling. Because every time I have done that, and I still do that, my body is constantly learning something new. My body is learning I don't have to run. My body's learning I can stay in this moment and still feel safe. And over time, I have seen from my experience, the loops come less often. And when they do come, they don't last as long as they used to in the past. So if you're in this right now, my friend, right, and your mind keeps going in circles, I want you to try something simple. Not fixing, not forcing, right? Just noticing. That's it. Where do you feel it in your body right now, in this moment? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your throat? And the moment you notice that, I want you to stay there for a few seconds. You don't need to name what you're noticing. You don't need to change what you're noticing. No, just notice it and be with that sensation for a few moments. Because that's, my friend, that's where the shift begins. It doesn't begin in your thought. It doesn't begin in your brain. Real shift begins in your body. And the more you practice that in simple everyday moments, I mean, simple everyday moments like lying in bed at night, waiting for a text message, sitting in your car, walking into a room, simple everyday moment. The more your system learns, okay, I'm okay right now. I do feel safe enough in this moment. And your mind finally has a chance to rest. So maybe the question is not, how do I stop my mind from looping? No. Maybe the real question is, what is my body trying to show me that I haven't fully felt yet? And what would that look like if I stayed with it just a little longer this time? That's the real question, my friend. As always, I want to thank you so much for listening. I want to thank you for being here. And I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Thank you.